Fall season 2024 is in full motion and we have depressed fishing, respawning to get through more depression season 3, a heartwarming sports show, a heartbreaking sports show, mainly heartbreaking for me. I lost my balls. I lose my balls sometimes. I gotta find some balls and so much more. So let's just get into it ASAP. Blue Box. Did someone say good romance anime? Gimme, 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 gimme. Blue Box is the latest edition of anime where manga fans couldn't shut up about how good it is, and would you believe it, Blue Box is a good anime. Give me freedom, give me fire, give me a love triangle where best girl loses or I'll retire. Hey, better luck next time, Hina. Maybe they still have a place for you in Macane season 2. While this far Blue Box doesn't do anything revolutionary, it does what it does well and combines two of my favorite genres of anime, romance and sports. While it is pretty cute, it tries to stay realistic, and I don't know, the second Chinatsu moved in with Taiki, they could at least go crazy a little bit. Also, the ship doesn't feel perfect yet, because we barely know how Chinatsu feels about anything or anyone really. It's still the first season, so I hope it will only get better, but this is like the easiest A tier on the list. Dragonball Daima. Dragon Ball has returned after 2018. My god, that's a long time ago. Daima was pretty cute, I must confess. Will any Dragon Ball fan ever talk about it again after next year? Probably not. We didn't even get a new form. However, I like that this is Toriyama's last work, because Daima is 100% Toriyama, not whatever Dragon Ball Super was. It actually felt like a Dragon Ball show. Not even Dragon Ball Z, but more OG Dragon Ball. We got actual humor for anyone that is above 10. An adventure, a new world, and new characters to actually explore instead of just fighting them and then dumping them forever. You could also say not hit and running characters. Haha, I'm just Jiren, I mean joking. Anyways, we decreased a lot of the action, which basically immediately meant 90% of the Dragon Ball fandom won't care about Daima. It was a pretty nice change of pace though. An anime doesn't always have to be super serious, and Daima wouldn't look out of place if you put it in early Dragon Ball. So it's nice to think that Toriyama ended it with how he started it. I'd say high C tier. Negative, positive, angler. Do you know the meme about boys having the weirdest friend groups? This is that meme mixed with fishing. A lot of fishing. While the fishing is a nice change of pace, I guess, I like the story about Tuneshiro being at the bottom and only having 2 years left to live more. So whenever the show focused on fishing, a lot of it kinda didn't hook me like a fish when you fish. Get it? It's a fish joke. Anyways, how are they still this healthy after eating fish like every day? There is something fishy going on. C tier aside, Blue Lock. I made a whole video on Blue Lock and this disgrace of a season. Yet I still weirdly see people saying the season is alright. I mean, good for you, but it's crazy how you can see this animation paired with garbage CGI and still say it's okay. I guess as an anime only experiencing the story alone is somewhat cool, because U20 is a great arc. And I know this sounds crazy, maybe we could have given the best arc of Blue Lock at least average production. Absolute horrid trash. And as a Blue Lock fan who reads the manga, I'm personally offended by this shit. F tier. Dan. Chainsaw Man season 2 really looked a lot different than what I thought it would. They even made Denji lose his balls again. Wait, sorry, wrong anime. Dan was good. Was it Omega insane and the greatest thing ever? No! Will the audience for season 2 be half as big as for season 1? Yes. The production is pretty good. The whole aliens and ghost stuff is really repetitive in anime, but Dan combined them both and it's still a pretty unique way to deal with the themes. Are some scenes maybe too much? Yes, absolutely. Dan is that guy that keeps making everyone laugh with a joke and keeps repeating it 100 times and sometimes overdoes it. Like, dude, we get it. His balls got stolen. Are people supposed to laugh about it still after 7 episodes? The romance is pretty cute though. In my opinion, the show is too reliant on the romance. Like, I know new shonen is way too fast paced, but can Momo or Okarun be separate for like 10 minutes and be their own characters? Anyways, it's still pretty enjoyable, so B tier I guess. ReZero Season 3. Season 3 of ReZero, starting life in another world, continues to deliver on its reputation for intense storytelling, high stakes and emotional depth. This season plunged Subaru and his allies. This is totally ChatGPT. Listen, I got back into ReZero a few weeks ago and I'm still at season 2 and this video is already late. So if you want a review of season 3, here's what ChatGPT had to say. For all the disappointed ReZero fans, here are my thoughts about season 1 and part 1 of season 2. ReZero is fucking awesome. Dude, it makes me want to watch 3-hour character analysis videos of Subaru. This is the isekai. Kimi wa Maido Maido-sama. I don't know what to say here. To be honest, I needed a little filler, so I didn't just have like a 5-minute video. And this one started out like this. Can I work here? Sure. I'm a literal murderer. Sure. Can I live here? Sure. And that basically sums up the whole story. Making things happen just because we need a story. It's a pretty stereotypical and quite honestly boring and hard to watch show. Plus, the maid is low-key mid. E tier for Violet Evergarden from Wish. Uzumaki. Oh brother, where do I start? Listen, I'm not the biggest horror fan, so if this wouldn't be a 10 out of 10, it would never get higher than a B tier. I know people like shitting on Uzumaki because episode 2 and 3 had some garbage CGI, but honestly, chill out guys. Was it creepy, disgusting and kinda scary? Yes, absolutely. But isn't this what y'all horror fans are into, you freaks? Whole show felt like an 80s movie you'd dig out on page 70 of Go-Go Anime or some shit. We had people turning into snakes, turning into literal spirals, turning Super Saiyan 100 and fighting. I know there's probably a super deep metaphor for all of this, but honestly I'm too dumb and lazy to care. The best thing was how I related to the spiral because my life has been spiraling down. D tier. Cikyu. I mean, every season we get an anime with a name you can't pronounce, so here we go I guess. By the way, yes, you had right. I do a season ranking every season, so why not rotate your finger around the subscribe button? Chi is a pretty good anime. Does it help that I also love astronomy? Probably. But even then, it's a good drama. It's kinda like To Your Eternity in season 1, with them moving protagonists through the story, and it definitely benefits the show, which is being held together by the theme of the discovery of Earth rotating around the sun, and not being the middle of the universe. I don't know, I like reading or watching about little stuff you never gave much thought about, because it seems so obvious. The church guy is a great villain, and the protagonists were also great this far, with their different origins and views on the world, pun intended. I'm between A or B tier, but let's not act like your dickhead teachers you had in school that would round off. So A tier it is. Ranma and a half. I did not watch a single episode of the original Ranma. Of course I knew the show and the concept, but I never watched an episode. So this really is a first time experience. And I gotta say, it was pretty good. I don't know how the OG Ranma fans feel about the anime, but surely you must be happy, no? The production was very solid and it perfectly encaptured the 90s anime style. I loved the color effects they did once in a while. This is what the remake should be like. Encapsulating the feeling, the humor, the pacing of the original show with modern production. I always wanted to watch Ranma anyway, since it's a classic, and the remake really helped me get into it, and I'm really enjoying it this far. B tier. As Jon Snow said, winter is coming. I think. I actually never watched Game of Thrones. Still, let me know which show I need to watch in winter season, so I, a random guy online, can talk about it in the winter anime tier list. Until then, bye!